What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How are you today? I hope that your day is going fine. If not, I hope tomorrow gets better. Today, we're going to get into a reaction from Bizzle. The song is Monster. Let's go. Red Gorilla Entertainment. That's a beautiful shot. Love those tall palm trees. I won't be surprised if Bizzle make a movie soon. It's like I heard this music somewhere before. I don't know where, but I think I've heard it somewhere. Bizzle gonna make a movie soon. I feel it. Just looking at the way his video's been going.
Okay, let's begin.
I had a dream I was living in the crib just like this one. Same wife, different children, and it looks just like home, but feels like I'm visiting. I really can't tell if it's real or I'm tripping. As I venture into the kitchen, there's two chicks whispering. Figured they was friends with the wife as they kicking it. I see them both giggling. The laughs get louder, and as I begin listening, it's clear that they dissing them. Either you drunk, pissing you off, piff, or belligerent, and must not remember who kitchen it is you sitting in. Don't never disrespect my queen. You gotta get up and hit it before I really get pissed and start flipping. And before I can get rid of them, one of them said, listen, we'll leave, but in a minute, believe us, we'll be here again. We got permission from the guy that you're living with. What guy? Your friend upstairs with the lizard skin. I'll save you, I'll save you. I'll save you, I'll save you. From the monster.
Let's see how this develops.
I'll save you, I'll save you. I'll save you, I'll save you from the monster. So I hit the stairs, running fast, gun in hand, stopping through the house, looking for this man. Busting in the kids' room, well, they my kids, but they not my kids. That's the part that I don't understand. And I ain't mentioned anything from the kitchen. I just asked if any strangers came here to visit. They pointed at this drawing that they made, and this picture was a lady and some man with a face like a lizard. They laughing as I notice they hands hidden behind they back, and it was something black in it. I tell them to let me see. As I take a look closer, it's a voodoo doll of my wife with needles all over. And now I'm tripping, asking them where they get it and what are they doing with it, but all they doing is grinning. They looked at me and said, Dad, quit tripping. The monster inside y'all's room gave us permission. I'll save you, I'll save you.
This might get a little deep.
I'll save you,
it's already deep, but
from the monster.
I have a theory, but I don't know.
I'll save you, I'll save you. I'll save you, I'll save you from the monster. So I run up in our room and I see this man. He's standing over my wife and she bleeding bad. I pull a gun out to squeeze, but this thing is jammed. So I swing, but it's so slow I can't even land. I step around and I see his hand. It got my wife's heart in it and it's beating fast. She got tears running all down the cheek, but she keeps smiling though. You would think she ain't even mad. This dude got a hoodie on, I can't see his face. I'm just trying to figure if he a lizard or he a snake. Is it what the chick explained? Is it who the kids were saying? Giving everybody permission to cause my missus pain. He yelled something and it sounded like hypocrite. Except he ain't said, he was hissing it. I asked him his name, he replied, Mark, then he looked up, in his face, it was mine.
I knew that was where it was going. I figured that's where it was going.
I'll save you, I'll save you from the monster. I'll save you, I'll save you. I'll save you, I'll save you from the monster. I wake up and it's a chick laying next to me, but it's not my wife laying in the bed with me. Tears in my eyes and this dream got me dying inside, cause now I finally realized what it was telling me. The two women in the kitchen, they were dissing, cause the way that I was living had given them that permission. And now I wanna flex with words and check forward, but my actions is why they was losing respect forward. And them kids that I didn't recognize at first, see, they really were my kids, just not with her. And the doll with all the needles inside of her represents the betrayal they'd always be a reminder of. See, I was running around trying to be the hero, but the monster with her heart in his hand was me though. I know you never let anybody hurt her, bro, but don't forget you in the position to hurt her most. I'll save you, I'll save you, I'll save you, I'll save you from the monster.
Well, I don't have to do much explaining, do I? I mean, he told you. Let me just take this in. Let me take this in. That was good. That was good. It was very good. I like the way it was put together. And I'm telling you, Bizzle, I feel like they're gonna make God of Money probably will make a movie soon. If not, they should. But overall, I felt where he was coming from. At first, through the first verse, I didn't get much. I kind of, my mind started running, and I was like, okay, where is he going with this? The second verse, I kind of felt like he was going to be facing himself, but I just didn't know how it would develop. And I didn't know that he was going to give us closure to tell us exactly what he was talking about at the end. But I kind of felt that it was leading up to that when he was talking to the children. Now, the voodoo doll threw me off. I didn't get that one. I'm glad he explained it. But overall, basically, if you still didn't get what the man was talking about, he was talking about how all of the things that he was doing, the way that he was living, was basically causing his wife pain and trauma. That's what I take from it. But we need this message because we as men, we want to be respected as men. We want to beat our chest as men. And we want to be recognized as a man. But a lot of times we don't recognize the pain that we cause our better half, our wife, and how that trickles down from her to the children. One thing about me, I never want to try to embarrass my wife, ever. Never want to treat her in a way that is disrespectful. Behind closed doors or out in public, I never want to disrespect my wife. And I'm gonna tell you, I worked at a job where I worked around a lot of women. But I'll tell you what, each one of them women, they knew my wife. And each one of them women that I talked to, my wife probably didn't know them. But whenever we met in public, I'll be like, oh, this the person I was talking about. You know, so it was like, I ain't have no secrets. I ain't got nothing I need to hide because I never want to embarrass my wife. I never want her to have, to worry about anything that, that would make her look bad. Because once she look bad, everything else look bad. You get what I'm saying? So not only do we have a job to physically protect our wives and give them shelter and make sure they're okay, that mental part of it, that mental part is very important. That mental part is so important because if that mental part of your relationship is not right, you're going to have a lot of covers to unfold and unpack, and you're going to have a lot of problems. That's just how I take it. But, I'm not perfect, but what I'm saying is I'm intentional about making sure I try not to make my wife feel embarrassed, And for some people, that may not be their struggle. You get what I'm saying? For me, that's not the struggle. You get what I'm saying? I have other things that's the struggle. And I'm glad that this video is being produced, this song has been produced, because it lets you see that not everybody deals with addiction. Not everybody deals with whatever they may be dealing with. It's other stuff like infidelity that people deal with. You get what I'm saying? And that type of stuff is not really touched on a lot. And it's just like when he walked in the house and he saw the two women at the table talking about her. The reason they was talking about her is probably because she didn't know how to handle what he was doing, and she kept going back, and they probably was looking at her like she was a fool. Yeah, that's my friend, but I'ma stay with her. She a fool, but I'ma stay here and I'ma support her. But then they start to disrespect her. Because from what the ladies see, her eyes ain't open. So it's a lot that was in this song. Even that trickles down to the kids being disrespectful. You know, they may not say nothing in the younger age, but kids grow up to be adults. And once those kids grow up to be adults, they can reflect back and see some of that trauma and bring it back up to the parent and have disrespect for the parent. And even worse, they can take on those actions that were taking place in that house, and then they begin to do the same thing to their significant other. So it runs deep, man. It runs deep, and I appreciate the song. I really like how Bizzle told the story, how he set it up, how he took you on a little journey, and then he closed it off, and on top of that, he gave you closure at the end. So I could truly appreciate that. I always say Bizzle does a great job of presenting work, so I don't really have nothing bad to say about it. But this is something that I'll go back and look at again and see if I missed anything. But y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Of course, I like it, so let me know what you think. Drop it in the comment section. Until the next time, peace.